This is a true story of how I flipped not one, but two Luka Blue Prizms out of 199 PSA 10 for only $6,000 each. Do you want to know more? Stay tuned. What's up YouTube, Card Boss here. We talk about everything cards, money, investing. Alright, let's go. So we all got our fair share of what if stories, like what if we bought that, or what if we didn't sell this. And it's a bunch of stories that we like to forget, but it's kind of difficult when we look back and think of the numbers and all the what ifs and should ifs. For me personally, while I've enjoyed a lot of success investing in the card market, but the biggest what if story for me in dealing with the Luka Blue remains quite a tough pill to swallow, and I'm going to share you my story. So one unknown fact to a lot of people who they think that I'm been in the market for quite a fair bit of time, it's actually not true. I've actually only started investing in the basketball card market roughly around middle of 2019, and prior to that I was heavy into Magic the Gathering. So like any savvy investor entering into a new market, you probably need to do tons of research, and one of the spaces that you could do research on is actually YouTube. And during this time, the Sports Card Investor channel was kind of like the main channel to talk about sports card investing. Then came roughly September 2019, whereby I was a couple of months in to sports card investing, and I haven't really made any big splash in terms of purchase. Also, the talk of the investing world at that time were Prizm Silvers, and I believe Jeff made a couple of points about why the Prizm Silver market was kind of saturated in his video called The Death of Prizm Silver. And that was when he actually advocated to listeners or watchers to look into alternative parallels such as color, and for in this case for Luka would be the Luka Blue. What he said kind of makes sense because coming from the Magic the Gathering world whereby the only parallels we had were foils, which is kind of like the Prizm Silver. And right now, to have the option of investing in a limited edition, i.e. limited number parallel, and for Luka's case, jersey matching, was somewhat a unique investment angle. At least that's what it was about 2 years ago. Okay, let's get back to the story. So just days after the SCI video, I somehow managed to acquire 2 copies of the Luka Blue from the same seller. And I paid $22.50 for the pair, which makes it $1,125 each. Now, this number is important because in the coming days, I had an opportunity to acquire 2 more of Luka Blues, one for $14.75 and the other for $1,500. But having paid $11.25 per Luka just days before this, I was not prepared to pay 30% premium for the next 2, and I just passed on each of these offers. And looking back 2 years later, it could be one of the biggest facepalm moments in my investing career. So a few months later, when I felt I had a good handle on the overall industry, I was actually buying and selling some cards, but not exactly making a lot of money. So when opportunity came to move one of the Lukas for $5,300 in early December, I gave a good hard thought about it and decided that this was the time that I was going to kickstart my investing ball. And of course, later on when Corona hit and the season was suspended sometime in March, I decided to move the second Luka for about $6,000 as well, which we then knew what happened after that. So I could end the story right here and hopefully receive some sympathy likes, but that's not how I roll. With the money from the first sale, I decided to move into grading, as in buying raw and send to PSA for grading. And that's when I started to buy raw copies of Zions, like lots and lots of Zion Prisms, up to 21 pieces. Also, I bought a couple of Luka colors as well in Chronicles, and very important would be 2 PSA 10 LeBron James Topps 221 rookie cards. Now these LeBron PSA 10s were going about between 400 to 450 a piece, and for some strange reason I decided not to buy more than 2, which is probably the second facepalm moment in this video. Nevertheless, I stuck to the plan and submit everything that was grade worthy to PSA, got a bunch of 10s, got a bunch of 9s, and sold everything. And I just only kept the 2 LeBrons to today. With the money from the second Luka, I tried to be a bit more creative and decided to move my money into Giannis and Stephen Curry. If you're thinking that I'm referring to Giannis and Curry rookie cards, you're completely wrong. Instead, I went into way too many Prizm Silvers and Optic Holos of Giannis and Stephen Curry for 2018 and 2019. So the thought process was Giannis was a 2-time MVP. The season was now suspended, and buying these for about 40 to 50 plus another $10 for grading, with the intention to flip for about 200 to 300 a season later, sound like a solid plan. But when now here sitting in 2021, I got those Giannis and Currys back. Didn't get as many 10s as I hoped to, when PSA 9s were selling at like $30. As you can tell, the bloodbath that happened. Which led me to a conclusion that I'll never ever invest in Giannis again, and that's a story for another video. So let's work out the final tally. The first Luka sold for $5,300, and I turned that into about $14,000 plus 2 LeBron James Topps PSA 10. The second Luka didn't do all that well, just netting about $9,500 from a $6,000 investment. Much thanks to my creative idea of buying Giannis Year 5 and Year 6 Optic Holos and Prizm Silvers. So finally, at the end of the day, I still made up about $22,000 in cash profits, and I still managed to keep that 2 LeBron PSA 10s that's probably worth about like $10,000 today, with a total value right now of $32,000 profit on my initial 2K investment. Obviously, that's gonna pale compared to what those 2 Lukas is probably worth today. I would estimate close to $100,000, I believe. But we're in the business of moving cards, so I don't regret my decision. Though, I do enjoy looking back at the facepalm moments, which has led me to share the story with you guys today. So if you guys like this video and found it very useful, do like and subscribe for more content in the future. I will be putting up similar videos, so do watch out for that. Thanks and have a great day.